Hello, everyone, and welcome inside Vince Kenna Stadium. Bit of a cloudy day, pretty cool outside. Here, getting ready for Game 1 between the Bend Elks and the Portland Pickles. Here with Elks catcher and Andrew Guidara. Had a couple of knocks last night. Have been working behind the dish here for the Elks thus far. How have your first couple of weeks been working with this group?
Yeah, the whole team's been great. I mean, Bend, Oregon is beautiful in and of itself, and I love that aspect of it. But yeah, the whole team's been great. Pitchers have all been really awesome to work with, and I mean, for the most part, they've all been doing a really good job for us so far this year.
And how has it been learning and kind of working along some of the guys like Isaiah Burke and Ty Johnson?
Both of those guys they've kind of grown into some of my best friends so far this summer. Isaiah Burke's been to a couple big schools, so he's got tons of experience under his belt. And then Ty Johnson also went to a big school out of high school, and he's got tons of experience. So just working with those guys, bouncing off ideas, and I'm able to ask them questions, they're able to ask me questions, and we're able to kind of grow and learn a lot. And that's definitely made this whole summer experience a lot better.
Mentioning big schools, you went to a D1 out of high school in going to University of Pacific, taking a step back and going to D2 and going to Westmont. What factored into that decision for you?
Yeah, I kind of wasn't in the best baseball situation for myself. I wasn't kind of in an opportunity where I was going to be able to grow and flourish and play a whole lot. And so I entered the portal and I was able to get in contact with a good coach that kind of recruited me out of high school and had a really good opportunity for me. Said I was going to be able to go and play, and it was a private Christian school, so I was going to be able to grow in my faith a little bit going there too. And so that was a huge factor. But yeah, I went there and I loved it a lot. It was awesome.
Not growing just on the field, but growing in your faith, like you said. How has that been able to guide you through these past few years?
Yeah, I think it's just been able to help me just trust God, that giving me the confidence that I can take a step like that, and knowing that I believe that He opened that door for me, and that I can take that step, knowing that even going down a level from D1 to D2, that He's still going to be working out His plan for me, and I can trust that, and that everything's going to be happening for my good, and He's going to be working in my life. And so yeah, just being able to grow with that has given me the confidence, to play on the field with, trusting that whatever happens is going to happen, and I'll be okay with kind of however it turns out. So.
And some of the athletes you've listed and some of the people that you look up to, like Tim Tebow, as well as the Apostle Paul, just looking up to those kind of figures in your life, has that been able to help you give perspective of, okay, I'm serving a purpose as an athlete, but I'm much more beyond that?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think the biggest challenge I faced in high school, really before coming into my faith, was thinking that baseball was kind of what my life revolved around, and that was, my whole purpose in life was just being a baseball player. But I think, when I came to my faith, the one thing that I was really able to get a realization of is that, it's so much bigger than that. And win or lose, success or failure, I still have a purpose from God, and am still, just as loved by God, whether I do good or bad. And just being able to have that confidence that I can, serve His purpose by being a baseball player. It doesn't mean, that I have to go out and hit 50 home runs and hit 400. It just means that I go out there, and play the best that I can play, and just, I don't have to be anything more than I am, and or try, to be something I'm not. And I don't have to, experience success on the baseball field to have joy and peace. I can experience that regardless of how, the sport goes. And I think that's kind of been the biggest liberating thing for me, to go out and just play for, play with fun and enjoyment. And it kind of just takes all the pressure off, knowing that, I don't have to perform in order to, to feel good about myself, or just to, feel good in general. And yeah, that's been huge for me.
Has that given you a bit of freedom coming here to Bend, knowing that it's not just me playing on the baseball field? I'm here to pass along the word to other people and to spread His message from above.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been my mission, my goal over the last, ever since coming to college. I really came into my faith my senior year of high school, and really since coming into college, I've realized more and more that, again, like I was just saying earlier, like my whole mission isn't just, to go out and perform successfully just as a baseball player, but it's how can I, be successful in interacting with my teammates, and showing the love of God, not just to others, but just in the way that I carry myself. And so that's been my mission. It's not anymore so much how good of a baseball player can I be, although that is still it, but it's more so now how much can I be an ambassador for Christ, how much can I represent Him, and show his love and spread his love to my teammates around me.
You read a book and listed your favorite book as Relentless by Tim Grover. It says on the front cover of going from good to great to unstoppable. What are some of the takeaways you took away from that reading?
Gosh, yeah, I love that book. It's been a while. I got to get back in it, but the biggest takeaways for me were there's a level that I think that we can get to as athletes, as individuals, where we realize like, okay, we're good here, we're getting the job done most of the time, but Tim really kind of implanted in me that there's another step to take, and there's a level of getting the job done and being successful when the circumstances are right, or when you feel good that day, or when everything is kind of lining up. But he says there's another level that you can get to where you still are able to perform, you're still able to do all these things successfully, even when your circumstances aren't lining up the way you want them to, even when there's a bunch of chaos breaking out, you're still able to get the job done no matter what it is. And you do that kind of by not making or using your situations and your circumstances as an excuse for why you didn't get the job done. But regardless of that, you're still doing whatever it takes to be successful. So yeah, that was the big thing for me, is just being able to kind of accept no matter the circumstance, take it for what it is, and still be able to get the job done.
I'm sure that's played into your faith a bit, knowing that the world doesn't rely on your circumstances. It relies on the person you're leaning on from above.
Totally. Yeah, because I think, if we're waiting on our day to be good, or waiting for, us to feel good that day, we're going to be riding this roller coaster of life where, we do good when things are going good, and when things are going bad, we're not going to do so good. And I don't think that's, the best way to live. I think if we're consistently trusting God with everything that we're doing, and showing up consistently every day, and doing what we know we need to be doing, having that discipline regardless of the situation, and just adapting to the situation. But yeah, doing whatever we can to get the job done regardless of the situation, I think is what really makes that person, like you're saying, go from great to unstoppable.
Well, I really appreciate your insight, Andrew. I know you're very faithful, and I'm sure it'll carry you far.
Yeah, no, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Elks taking on the Portland Pickles tonight at 6:35.